My name is Madison Curl, and I had the opportunity to go whale watching off the coast of Boston. It was absolutely one of the most fun things I've ever done in my life, and I'd love to tell you all about it. Let's go whale watching. Today on the agenda, we'll cover about Boston Harbor Cruises, the trip itself, and how to go about going on a whale watching cruise. Now let's talk about Boston Harbor Cruises. Boston Harbor Cruises is located in Boston, Massachusetts. For those of you who may not know, Boston is located on the East Coast. You can see on the map it is noted by the red pin as well as the whale. About Boston Harbor Cruises. Boston Harbor Cruises have been around for over 40 years. They are near many tourist attractions in the Boston area, making it very easy to walk to, Uber to. Honestly, any way you want to get there, it's convenient. They also offer, in addition to the whale watching, many tourist attractions. So they offer ferry shuttles, exhilarating speedboat excursions, commuter services, and visits to the Boston Harbor Islands. This is a place where many people visit when they're in town, and I would recommend that you do as well. When you go to board a whale watching cruise, you will go right down this dock onto one of their many large boats. Here we have a picture of a few of their giant boats which you can go whale watching on. We went on the one on the right. About Boston Harbor Cruises. When you go on a cruise, you will see potentially humpbacks, finbacks, minkies, pilot whales, and the critically endangered right whales. The New England Aquarium naturalists are always on board to point out whales and give information on them. They were very helpful on our cruise. They pointed out certain behaviors that the whales were partaking in, and also they pointed out which whales they have seen before and even told us their names. They are the largest and fastest catamarans in the country. They run tours May through November, and whale sightings are documented on their website daily. Here's another picture on the Boston Harbor Cruises property, right near one of their boats. Now on to the trip itself. When we went on a whale watching trip, we were lucky. It was a beautiful, sunshiny day. Many people stood as we were going out to our spot, and there was many places for seating both inside and outside the boat. It was extremely windy as we went about an hour and a half off the coast. When we were leaving, you could see the beautiful Boston skyline and all the different boats and marinas there. Here you can see the many sailboats that were out, as sailing is a very common thing to do in the Boston area. Now we're going to talk about my favorite part, the cruise. The whale watching cruise takes guests to Stellwagen Bank Marine Sanctuary. This is an award-winning area to see whales. USA Today rates it amongst the best places to see marine life in the country. It was about 4 hours in total. We took the boat out an hour and a half to our whale watching spot. We saw whales several times, and we had the opportunity to see a mother and a calf. Next, you're going to see a video of one of the whales. You can see its tail go up from the water and it dive down deep. They announce as everything is happening.
There's the mom up to the left side of the calf. Oh! Thanks again, buddy. Wow. Just took a shallow dive.
I've included many pictures from the whale watching trip of the whale. Sometimes you can see the calf as well. Here you can see both right next to each other, and there was also a few different boats that were watching them as well. They came up at very different points around the boat, so there were many people running all different sides to try to get a look. Here you can see the mist coming up from the blowhole. At one point, the whales got very close. Right here you can see we got a very good view. And just like that, they went back down. One of the coolest things we got to see was bubble feeding, also known as bubble net feeding. While on the trip, we witnessed a whale bubble feeding. They explained this to be a feeding tendency of humpback whales. It is a surface feeding behavior that is learned and not all humpback whales do. It was very interesting to see. I've included some pictures that will show you exactly what this is. After seeing all these amazing pictures and videos, I'm sure you're thinking to yourself, how do I get to go whale watching? Well, let me tell you. Your first step is really getting on a plane and going to Boston, but after that, you gotta get tickets. Tickets can be purchased online or in person. They have many different pricing tiers. For adults, it runs about $53, seniors, $45, children ages 3 to 11 years, $33, under 3, it's $16, and for a family 4-pack, $142. There are a few special things you need to take into consideration for that family 4-pack. When I went whale watching in Boston, I took advantage of a service called the Go Card. The Go Card offers you discounted rates for excursions around the city. By taking part in more than one attraction, I got a 20% discount on both. We also chose to go to the Paul Revere House, and even if we wouldn't have gone to the Paul Revere House, just purchasing that excursion saved us money. So I definitely recommend going to the site because they have many attractions, historical, fun, marine, whatever you want, they have it. You can find this website easily by just Googling it. If you wish to contact Boston Harbor Cruises directly, you can reach them at 617-227-4321 or 1-877-SEA-WHALE, which can be broken down to 733-9425. The address is also located there if you just want to drive right to it. Like I mentioned earlier, whale watching was one of the most exciting things I've ever done. I recommend it to everyone. If you have any further questions on my trip or even some more things to do in Boston, feel free to reach out to me. Thank you for listening all about my trip, and if you go on one, I hope you have a whaley good time.